The Handmaid's Tale Season 6 may be bringing the series' 8-year story to a close, but it is making no attempt to hide the fact that Elizabeth Moss June is bracing herself for her continued war on the tyranny of Gilead. Ever since 2017, the series has adapted Margaret Atwood's cautionary dystopian tale of a totalitarian state subjecting women to becoming childbearers, becoming increasingly relevant with time. At the center of the series is Moss June Osborne, who began her journey attempting to flee Gilead, but would become determined to bring about its downfall. As The Handmaid's Tale entered its 6th and final season, June attempts to flee Gilead's reach by traveling to Hawaii but returns to the fight to rescue Luke, O.T. Fagbernal, and Moira, Samira Wiley, from no man's land. However, June is brought back into the fray once more to free the handmaids and tear down Gilead once and for all. And as the engaged Wharton, Josh Charles, and Serena, Yvonne Strahovski, prepare to showcase their vision of Gilead to the world, plans are being made to strike at the wedding in The Handmaid's Tale. June says her last chapter was Jezebel's. Then has a new story. After a heartbreaking defeat, June was prepared to walk away from the fight. By the time of Season 6, June had already given so much to escape Gilead after the regime took so much from her. Not only has she lived through the transformation of America into Gilead and been forced to suffer the horrific ordeals of being a handmaid, but her attempts to flee the country have involved many setbacks and losses. Even after finding her way into Canada, Gilead's agents were out to silence her over the border. With this, many viewers would have understood her desire to flee to Hawaii. In Season 6, Episode 7, Shattered, June is left to grapple with her part in the mass execution of the Jezebels after Nick, Max Minghella, shared intel of Mayday's plans in order to save her life, ruining their relationship, her alliance with the Mayday leadership, and leaving her reluctant to carry on with the resistance. However, Lawrence, Bradley Whitford, reignites her heart for the fight by unveiling the plans to strike during Serena's wedding, hurting Gilead's leadership while creating an opening to free the remaining handmaids. With a chance to save Janine, Madeline Brewer, and the others once more, June and Moira personally volunteer for the mission. June's Gilead story won't end in The Handmaid's Tale. Atwood's 2020 sequel novel was developed with consideration for the TV series' future. The Handmaid's Tale television series has long since left behind the events of the novel, with Season 1 having adapted the entirety of Atwood's 1985 work save for its flash-forward epilogue. As such, June's tale has been greatly fleshed out beyond the ambiguous ending that she was given in the source material, allowing her to have the opportunity to strike back at her torturers and transform into a revolutionary figure. Therefore, it was highly unlikely that the series would leave her fate unresolved with her vastly more defined story. Furthermore, while she is currently unconfirmed to reprise her role, Moss' extensive involvement both on-screen and behind the scenes of The Handmaid's Tale makes it highly likely that she will return alongside and Dowd for the sequel series The Testaments. As the sequel novel was carefully developed between Atwood and producers to prevent any potential adaptation difficulties, June's future role is probably known, even as the focus shifts to Lydia, Dowd, and an older Nicole and Hannah. While it remains to be seen what sort of effect June's current campaign will have on Gilead, it is clear that she will continue fighting until she finally tears the regime that put her through so much pain to the ground, once and for all.